Hello, my name is Brynjar Amundsen and I am a Norwegian language teacher, and today we are going to talk about the modal verbs specifically that a lot of people struggle with. So here the thing I focus on in my lessons, this is the function of them. This is the one about SKAL or SKULLE, which one to use. And here it's much easier if you hang on to and focus on the function of both of them. A lot of times when you start learning Norwegian, you go into thinking that, hey, well, it's future, right? So you kind of latch on to that and kind of throw everything under the same thing. It's a little bit more than just that. That's what I'm here to talk about. So, SKAL, the main function of it is planning. That's it. That's all I want you to think about. What you're planning to do now, tomorrow, the weekend. That's the main function of it. And remember, when you are using SKAL, you have to remove the O after it. These are modal verbs. So the infinitive mark of O, like å gjøre or spise, right, which is usually there, goes away when you are using the modal verbs. SKAL, SKULLE. Specifically, SKAL, pretty easy to use. Just think about the function of plan. I usually tell my students, just imagine a calendar. What you have in front of you, what you are going to do, right? And then it gets very easy. So a lot of people use that, no problem. But let's talk about the other one, SKULLE. So, how do you use the past tense form of a future planning verb? How does this work? Well, it's actually quite easy. So instead of translating it, a lot of people do that. I speak English, most of my students speak English as well. Is that they don't, kind of hard to grasp. They try to translate it and it gets difficult. Here, I'm here to tell you, focus on the function of it. So SKULLE is used when there are plans that have changed. Something failed, something happened, right? If you did the plan, then you would just put that verb normally in past tense. So for example, I dag skal jeg til butikken, right? And then after, like today I'm going to the store, and then after that is done, I will say I går var jeg på butikken. Straightforward, nothing too specific about it. But SKULLE is the main function of it when things does not go according to plan. Let's say, for example, well, most of people in Norwegian live in Norway, and you know the weather can change a lot. So, something happened. So, for example, vi skulle gå på tur, men været ble dårlig. Vi skulle gjøre det, men hun ble syk. Right, you're expressing about plans that did not happen. So here, just as before, SKAL plus the infinitive, skal gjøre, skal spise, and so on. You take that and put it into the past tense, SKULLE. Then you're expressing about plans that, well, I don't like to say failed too much. Who likes to admit that their plans failed, right? Something that changed and you could not do what you were planning to do. For example, it could be as easy as, yes, well, jeg skulle gjøre det I dag, men jeg hadde ikke tid. Jeg skulle rydde rommet, men det var for mye ting å gjøre. Right? See, it just always flies down through that. Very easy to use. Just focus on the function of it instead of translating it. Then it'll become very easy to know when to put it in. Just remember the pronunciation of it. SKULLE, right? And then it gets very easy. Very good to use that. Alright, hope you enjoyed this little lesson, and yeah, thank you.